One of the great things about being Smithsonian's National Zoo is that we are a free zoo. We are open to everyone. We have a lot of visitors who come here from across the country and from around the world, and we have the opportunity to share our amazing animals with them and to teach them about the animals, the research that we do, and what they can do to help conserve them.
As an employee of the Smithsonian National Zoo, I view it as partly my job to help people to understand what they can do to help these animals. It's our job to help inspire them to look at these animals as more or less ambassadors for their species. If you can make somebody fall in love with an animal, then that person is going to be far less likely to do anything to contribute to that animal's destruction.
I'm Pete Mara. I'm a research scientist here at the National Zoo. This is a white-breasted nuthatch. It's a resident species here in the Washington, D.C. area. The research that we're doing here at the Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute within the National Zoo is going to help us better understand how we can help animals cope with climate change. And we can do it in a setting like the National Zoo, where thousands and thousands of people come through and get to witness the wonder of these incredible creatures.
When animals are kept in human care, you have to consider more than just keeping them alive. You have to consider that you're not just taking care of your individual animals, you're taking care of a piece of a bigger picture.
The Conservation Biology Institute here, of which I'm a part, is all about dealing with this conservation crisis, and not just in the United States, not just in the Western Hemisphere, but globally.
We work with scientists all over the world, in Asia as well as Africa, to improve the conservation and the conservation medicine of some of the endangered species globally.
One of our main purposes here is also training the next generation of conservation biologists. We target students at all different levels, undergraduates, graduate students, and even postdoctoral scientists who come in to train with us. And we do have a number of examples where students have really become leaders in some of the countries that they come from. They've returned those to those countries, and now they're also become our collaborators in some of these conservation efforts in those countries.
Some of our work has led to the recent population explosion for the giant panda in China, leading to the recent efforts for reintroduction. In fact, last week there was a giant panda that was reintroduced into the wild, which is truly an amazing feat.
When we had our lion cubs that were born here, it was a wonderful event for all of us. It was a wonderful celebration. These animals were so incredibly important genetically.
And to conserve a lion doesn't mean just conserving a lion. That means conserving lions, hyenas, leopards, elephants. That means conserving an entire ecosystem.
We want to keep ecosystems healthy by keeping the species that depend on those ecosystems healthy as well.
And additional funding helps us not only support our research programs, but it also helps us support our education programs. So we can reach these people, we can teach them about our animals, and we can teach them how they can conserve wildlife on their own.
Very few institutions in the world are able to do what we are doing currently. The Smithsonian is really taking the lead in the responsibility to help a lot of these species survive in the long term for future generations.